Good morning. Welcome to Talking Movies. I'm Spling. This week we're talking about a heated US civil rights drama, a South African take on Love Actually, and a live-action adaptation of an anime revenge thriller. Starting off with a new release this week, Selma, a chronicle of Martin Luther King's campaign to secure equal voting rights via an epic march from Selma, Alabama in 1965. This is from director Ava DuVernay and stars David Oyelowo, Oprah Winfrey, and Tom Wilkinson. It seems quite absurd that we haven't seen a biopic on the late, great Martin Luther King Jr. until now. Perhaps any attempts to capture his iconic status were unworthy, or the timing was out. Selma comes on the back of successes for dramas like The Butler, 12 Years a Slave, and Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. This isn't an introspective drama as much as it's political, relaying events and speeches instead of exploring King's inner world. David Oyelowo is emphatic and commands an excellent performance as King, capturing his spirit and mannerisms with grace and vigor. It's been lovingly crafted, portraying a tipping point in American civil rights history with an important march as King makes it almost impossible for Lyndon B. Johnson's government to lay low. The film is both emotionally and intellectually satisfying, with a special significance and resonance for South Africans. I gave it an excellent 8 on the Splingometer. Then on to something much lighter, also opening today, Mooirivier. Several love stories intertwine in the build-up to a town's Easter festival. This is a feature film debut for writer-director René van Rooyen and stars Anel Alexander, Tim Theron, and Milan Murray, to name a few. Mooirivier is an Afrikaans romantic comedy drama inspired by films like Love Actually and Valentine's Day. While the format is borrowed, its South African flavour, impressive local soundtrack, and eager Afrikaans rom-com market are sure to make this refresh a hit. Each scenario could have ostensibly been the core of its own romance drama, but stay fresh thanks to the episodic channel flipping between characters, contained by the town, the genre, and their eventual gathering at the Easter festival. While the light-hearted slapstick comedy is a bit hit and miss, the film's solid cast and earnest performances add enough heft to the heartwarming romance drama to smooth over its tonal inconsistencies. The twists on the predictable make it more entertaining and less schmaltzy, which help cloud its status as a derivative work. All in all, Mooirivier makes for a light, entertaining, and heartwarming movie experience if you allow yourself to indulge in its sweet nothings and chocolate box assortment of romantic scenarios. I gave that a satisfactory 6 on the Splingometer. And finally, a film now on circuit, Kite. When her cop father is killed, a young woman tracks down the murderer with the help of his ex-partner. It's from director Rolf Zimmermann of Jerusalem and stars India Isley, Samuel L. Jackson, and Dion Lotz. Kite is based on a series of anime films, but could have just as easily been based on a video game. India Isley is like a beautiful doll, but that's part of the problem. She's just too young for us to take her cold-blooded character seriously. Writer and producer Brian Cox has been involved with a series of low-budget films that don't amount to anything, and unfortunately, Kite is another casualty. The film features a host of distant, unlikable two-dimensional characters and fails to substantiate them. It underutilizes its wonderfully talented South African cast, and Samuel L. Jackson just seems out of place. At times you wonder if the real story should have focused on him trying to escape this lackluster B-movie. It's set in a seedy, post-apocalyptic future, but mostly comes across as cheap. The violence may suit anime, but the live-action interpretation is just plain nasty. The action scenes try to emulate the Bourne Ultimatum for style, but are frenetic to a fault. While trying to cash in on female-led revenge action thrillers like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Sucker Punch, and Mila Jovovich star vehicles, it runs into cliches and stagnates, becoming increasingly dull. Kite is the kind of movie you'd expect from Uwe Boll and should have gone straight to video, or better yet, the bargain bin. I gave that a terrible 2 on the Splingometer. So just to wrap up, Selma, a deft and riveting political and historical drama brought home by powerful performances, an excellent 8. Mooirivier, a sweet, entertaining, familiar and sincere ensemble rom-com, a satisfactory 6. Kite, a dull, cheap, nasty and uninspired live-action adaptation of an anime revenge thriller, a terrible 2. For more movie reviews, visit spling.co.za or spling.mobi on the go. And remember, don't wing it, spling it.